Hello, my name is Grayson Rosen. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm trans. According to the Human Rights Campaign, at least 33 trans and gender diverse people were murdered in the United States from November 21st of last year to November 20th of this year. More than 80% were trans people of color, and more than half were Black trans women. In the next song, honoring those we lost this year, two of the lyrics resonate deeply with my own experience. They say, "The one I am is waiting for courage. The one I want, the one I will become, will catch me." I had always been ill at ease with the gender I'd been assigned at birth, but it took until the isolation of lockdown in the early pandemic for me to acknowledge to myself that it went all the way to my core. That terrified me. It honestly took immense courage for me to say out loud that I might be trans. I knew once I voiced it, I wouldn't be able to stuff it back into the box in the back of my head, and I would have to come out. But I also knew that transitioning could be dangerous. The second lyric came true for me, though. The person I became caught me. It's hard to even describe the absolute euphoria, the height of joy that I experienced when people used my chosen name and pronouns, when I started testosterone, when I felt my newly flat chest, and when I caught my reflection in the mirror and saw me reflected back. My aunt, who was 78 years old when she saw me for the first time after I started transitioning, said I seemed more at home with myself than she'd ever seen from me before. My cousin said that I seemed less anxious, more calm, and a Christian friend of mine said that although she'd been taught that transitioning would mean I'd be moving away from what God had intended for me, she could tell that I'd actually found who I really was. Now, not only am I more at home in my body and settled in my identity, I also recently finished my master's in counseling, and I'm building my caseload as a trans counselor, helping other trans and queer people with self-discovery and self-advocacy. And I love it. It is it's just really rewarding to help encourage others as they explore their identities and start taking steps as well to find alignment between their inner selves and their outward self-expression. This inevitably makes my thoughts turn towards this year's victims of transphobia. They deserved a world where they were safe to live their lives as themselves too. And what scares me the most is that a world like that is getting farther away the more our state legislatures push and pass bills that take away our rights, and the more they push this rhetoric that we are, at best, lost and confused, and at worst, deceptive predators. To those who were taken from us this year, may you rest in peace, in power, and in pride. Please know that we honor your memory